Caitlin Clark's all-around value displayed through latest WNBA record. Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark has set yet another WNBA record, this time based on her all-around impact. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark, 22, dribbles the ball up the court Friday, September 6, 2024, during a game between the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx at Gainbride Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. It's easy to become numb to Caitlin Clark's achievements at this point. The Indiana Fever rookie seems to break some WNBA record every game. But what she accomplished in the team's recent loss to the Minnesota Lynx is worth taking a second to appreciate, as it speaks to the all-around impact she has on the floor. Clark filled up the box score in registering 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists in the contest. In the process, she set the new mark for most games with at least 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in a single season. That info coming via the popular statistics social media account StatMamba. Not only is that impressive because it came in her first year, but also due to who she passed. Previous record was held by Breanna Stewart of the New York Liberty. Stewart accomplished the feat in 2023 when she also won league MVP. Clark's ability to score has been apparent and was known through her deep shooting prowess and the fact she entered the league as the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. Her playmaking and assist totals have been a story as well, since she is currently pacing to break the record for most total assists in a season. In addition, Caitlin is also a strong rebounder, leading all guards in the W when it comes to boards. This, of course, led to her becoming the first rookie ever to record a triple-double, which she did twice. And now it has shown through another statistical achievement, one that has already established a precedent for overall individual value. Clark reached this threshold with more games still left to play, which shows Caitlin is continuing to display why her season is not only historic for a rookie, but that she is also making a case for most valuable player in the WNBA. Social media detectives have discovered a very odd quirk that Caitlin Clark can be seen performing throughout the game. The Indiana Fever guard is inching closer to that Rookie of the Year award, having gone on a scoring tear to help secure playoff basketball for the Eastern Conference outfit after their worrying start to the season. Clark, an absolute sharpshooter in college, has hardly missed a step in the pros and is lighting it up from long range in the WNBA. It appears she's doing everything to help herself. During a recent appearance against the Dallas Wings, Clark was spotted wiping her hands after losing her defender. She hit a three and proceeded to wipe them again as she ran down to the other end of the court. Caitlin Clark is constantly wrestling with her defender off the ball, so it's a great habit to wipe your hands off as you break free to get a clean, non-sweaty catch, the B-Ball Breakdown account noted as the caption to a video of said Clark play. Women's basketball legend compares Caitlin Clark to Taylor Swift. With the 2024 WNBA season winding down, Caitlin Clark's popularity has only grown as she's continued to emerge as one of the league's top talents. But one women's basketball legend had a particularly unique comparison for her to one of the world's biggest icons. Appearing on SiriusXM radio, basketball legend Nancy Lieberman asserted that Clark's popularity doesn't really have much of a comparison in the sport of women's basketball. She declared that Clark has become the Taylor Swift of women's basketball for having such loyal fans who go everywhere cheering for. With the 2024 WNBA season winding down, Caitlin Clark's popularity has only grown as she's continued to emerge as one of the league's top talents. But one women's basketball legend had a particularly unique comparison for her to one of the world's biggest icons. Appearing on SiriusXM radio, basketball legend Nancy Lieberman asserted that Clark's popularity doesn't really have much of a comparison in the sport of women's basketball. She declared that Clark has become the Taylor Swift of women's basketball for having such loyal fans who go everywhere cheering for. Clark is averaging 19 points, 5.8 rebounds and 8.4 rebounds per game and has the Fever in the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Their 18 wins on the season are already their most since 2015 when they reached the WNBA Finals. Caitlin Clark admits she needs to do better job handling emotions after tough Lynx loss. The Fever have been on a roll since returning from the Olympic break and have clinched a spot in the playoffs for the first time since 2016. They have proven their ability to cause damage against top teams, making Indiana a hot pick to have a deep playoff run. However, Friday's game against the number 2 Lynx, who have also gone 7-1 since returning from the month-long break, damped spirits, and it saw Caitlin Clark's contagious passion as he became too focused on the officials during a difficult stretch. And the rookie sensation believed she could have handled it better. It was a tight game that saw Indiana lead by 5 at the half, but the advantage didn't last long after the Lynx went on a 29-12 run. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark, 22, reacts to a call Friday, September 6, 2024, during a game between the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. USA Today's Sports via Reuters. Focus shifted more towards the officials and the lack of foul calls for the Fever, which resulted in Aaliyah Boston, who earned her 3rd technical of the season in the 3rd quarter, and Clark getting on the referees. The Lynx went on to win 99-88, and Clark admitted it wasn't her best showing nor a great example to her teammates as she towed the line between playing with emotion and playing emotionally. "I think there's definitely a line," Clark told reporters after the game. "I was frustrated and thought I got fooled a couple times in the second half on mid-range jump shots. It happens. Sometimes you get calls, sometimes you don't. It is what it is. I think I could have done a little bit better job controlling my own emotions. I think there's a line, and sometimes your passion, your emotion can get to you, but that's not something I would ever change or anybody on our team would ever change." Clark, who scored 25 points, scrambled in the second half to find fouls, pulling up often at mid-range to hopefully force a call. She also committed 7 turnovers in the game, 2 of which were in the second half, and the number 1 overall pick even laid down on the court in frustration after her shot was blocked.